Good evening, everybody. It's this Daniel with Mother Clucker Farms, and I am going to be coming to you now with some kind of exciting news. We were reached out to by Nutrina Feeds, and they want us to participate in a 30-day feed trial to test out some of their new feed that is relatively new out on the market. The feed that we are testing out is the Nutrina NatureWise Layer Feed. This is a newer formula that they have. It's supposed to be enriched with a lot of probiotics, not antibiotics, but probiotics that's supposed to help with overall production of the chickens. This is the covers with Flock Shield. This one is running a 16% protein. Currently, our flock is using a 20% protein pellet. So I'm going to be really curious on the 4% drop in protein, what that's going to do. But this is their NatureWise Layer Feed. They do also have a country feeds available, which is a little less expensive, and it doesn't have everything in here that that the NatureWise does. But this is like really high on the essential oils that are inside there for maximum production and just overall health of the chicken's internal systems. All right, here we have some pellets for a size comparison. Left, that is the current 20% pellet that we are using that's made from another company. The pellet on the right, the smaller pellet, this is actually the NatureWise Layer Feed. So it is a much smaller pellet in size. And if you look at the overall dimensions, it's probably about maybe 2/3 the size, maybe a little bit closer to 50% the diameter of the pellet feed that we're currently using. So I'm going to be really interested to see how they do on a smaller pellet, if they're going to consume more, or if because of all of the essential oils and things that are in here, if it's going to basically do anything to their internals so that they don't have to consume as much. I don't know. We'll see. All right. So at first smell of the feed, it smells wonderful. All of us obviously know what it smells like when you open up a feed bag. This has a lot of oregano. It almost smells like a Christmas tree whenever you open it up. So you can definitely smell that there is a higher concentration of some oils. It's literally, it smells like you're like crack open a fresh loaf of like Italian bread, something like garlic parmesan, oregano crusted from, a fresh bakery. That's what it smells like when you open this bag. So you can definitely smell the oregano oils, almost a yeastiness to that, which obviously they do have on the bag as well. It talks about healthy yeast cultures in here. So I'm going to be really, really interested to see how this goes. But we're going to be doing a 30-day trial. I have all of my data from our current feed, and we're going to be looking at it. I doubt very seriously that we're going to see huge differences from, one day of feed, which we started today. But we're going to be doing daily numbers. I'm going to probably do video check-ins about every 3 days so I can get a little bit better gauge on some of the data that we have. But I'm going to share that data with you. I'm also going to be sharing it with Nutrina. I want to be very transparent with this. We are not being paid by Nutrina at all for any of this trial test period. They have provided the feed to us to try, but we're not being paid. We're just going to be giving an honest review to everyone out there that watches this. Ultimately, transparency is what I'm all about. Here they are eating the feed. I wanted to kind of gauge it, and I laid it out in a path. It was probably around 30 feet that I poured out a 50-pound bag just so I could see exactly how quickly they consumed it. And they've probably cleaned up about 20 to 25 feet of this feed in a matter of, I don't know, 10, 12 minutes. So it definitely, they're eating it. It's not like sometimes where you feed your chickens a new feed and they just turn their beak up at it. They have actually devoured a pretty good amount of this feed in the matter of about 15 minutes, give or take. For those of us that raise chickens and they sell eggs as part of their business model, who couldn't use an extra 20% laying every single day. So we will see, and I will keep in touch with everybody and let you know how this goes as we go through this trial period.